Radiant team back.
Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu. I'm bringing you guys a Sunday Evening Cup series for this week, and this week will be short and sweet because the International is going on, so we don't have that many teams. We actually only have 3 whole entire teams, which means we're going to burn through these matches very quickly. Sorry about that. And it actually makes me quite sad because this is also the day for the finals for the other tournament I was casting, the Auto War Dota 2 tournament. Shout out to them. Sorry I couldn't cast that, but I had to worry about the SECS first because that was one of my primary priorities. Though it makes it kind of sad. I could have missed this week, but I really didn't want to. We have 2 new teams playing. We have 1 team returning. The bracket is extremely short, like I said before. So I should be able to get all the games, hopefully, because the other team can't play until this team has their victory, or the victor from this one wins their game. Anywho, so let me go and do talk about introduction on teams. We see Dream a Dream versus Danger Zone Dota, and I would bring up the brackets, but I don't think I have that all prepared. Yeah, it's not prepared at all. I can toss it up real fast. But as far as the bans and picks, because we are well along, you guys can see I was taking my sweet time trying to get this video to start recording. We have a Tree and Protector ban, we have a Weaver ban, Puck ban, we also have a Batroid Alchemist, an OD. OD extremely powerful mid. Alchemist, he if you give him enough room, he'll just farm up. I think he's the only person who can farm the most in the entire game, mainly because of Grievel's Greed. Batroid, he's really known to deal with. You don't want to give him away if you can help it at all. We got a Weaver ban. Weaver, he's one of those carries who can kind of snowball. It's very, very annoying to deal with the Weaver because he's just all over the place. And Tree and Protector banned out. He pretty much gives you that easy early game, which versus the CK Wuss will be really deadly. Speaking of the double, CK Wuss is picked up on the side of Dream a Dream. They want to go for the quick, straight up, we're going to kill you with this combination type fight. CK Wuss is extremely powerful in the sense that Reality Rift puts you behind somebody and tether from Wiz stuns them if you get behind them or if they just run into it. So it's a free stun with just a Reality Rift, and then put on top of that, CK has his own stun to boat. It's a lot of CC they have for you, and it can do a lot of stuff to you that you don't want them to do to you. Anywho, we got a ban on Coddle as well. Here's the last one in Darkseer. We have a Visage pickup as a first pick on Danger Zone Dota, and we also have a Lifestealer pickup on their side. Lifestealer pretty strong carry. Visage pretty strong support. You can be really aggressive with the Visage pickup. Lifestealer, he does really well in tri-lanes, and he can also do the jungle if he wants, but tri-lane has been where I've seen his most success. Even when you put him in the jungle, sometimes he does really well, but if you put Lifesteal in a tri-lane and he gets like maybe 2 kills early on, then he's pretty much set for the rest of the game. Gets himself a hand of Midas, or maybe just start straight up building race car build on Lifestealer, which seems to be the most popular build for Lifestealer. Instead of going on Armlet, people typically go for Phase Boot Strom and then the Sanji Yasha, but we'll see how these guys want to play Lifesteal this time. As far as the brackets go, I'm still working on bringing that up, so give me a few seconds and I'll have that up and ready for you guys so you guys can see the awesome, beautiful, short and sweet brackets that we have before us. And actually, I gotta make sure I turn my mic turned on and everything because I want everybody to hear my beautiful voice, because CulBlu's voice is beautiful, you know it. It's probably not the most beautiful thing in the world, but there are some voices who might sound worse. Anywho. So, yeah, brackets are up. I will let you guys take a gander at those, and no, I do not want to use Internet Explorer as my primary browser. Stop asking me that question. And there we go, brackets on the side. You guys should just barely see that. Let me go and make this a little bit bigger for you guys so you won't be straining your eyes too terribly much. There you go. Now it's in the old people blind mode. As you see, Avanti's Angels are moving over, are this week's top seed. And if you look at the scores, they have a 1 entire point according to the unofficial point system, which means that they are at the top because nobody else has any points yet. So, Dream a Dream versus Danger Zone Dota, the 2 newbies here in this tournament. They will be duking it out to see who goes against Avanti's Angels in the final best of 3. And hopefully we will see the best of 3 go to all 3 games, because we have yet in the Sunday Evening Cup series to see the best of 3 go to the finals, or go all the way to the full duration of the series. So, without further ado, let's go and talk about the rest of the picks. You see a Bane pickup, we also see a Jakiro pickup. I'll talk about those individually. Jakiro, extremely strong team fight. His ice pass is so annoying. The cooldown on it is like 7 seconds, or maybe it's 9 seconds. Okay, none of the numbers I said. Well, it's 11 seconds at some point in time, but the cooldown is as such to where Jakiro could possibly use it 3 times, definitely 2 times in the course of a team fight. Of course, assuming he stays alive that long. Bane, he's really strong versus a Lifestealer. His Enfeeble is really good for taking his damage away. His Nightmare is really good for making Lifestealer not be aggressive, or halting Lifesteal's aggression, and also his Fiend's Grip is extremely useful for when Lifesteal is popping his rage and wants to go on full right click on top of somebody's face. Bane can throw his Nightmare and stop him with that. Queen of Pain really good at as a mid-game killer, I guess. She's really good at her ganks. She's really efficient at her ganks in the sense that all she does is blink to you, throws out a Screaming Pain, and then throws out a Psionic Wave, and you're probably dead by that point. And by the looks of the picks, the targets will probably be Jakiro, Warlock, or Visage. And we actually might be seeing a Suicide solo lane for Warlock, which I haven't seen since, I don't remember what tournament it was, but that was one where people said, hey, Warlock is actually still good, or really good player, or hero, so let's go ahead and pick him up more. But we might be seeing that, because we do have 3 supports, if you want to look at it that way. So Warlock is probably going to be playing that primary farmer role, either on the off lane or as a mid. And we got a Broodmother pick up on Dream of Dream. Oh my gosh, talk about greedy build. So they're going to have CK Whistle on one lane, probably mid. Queen of Pain can run an off lane, and Broodmother is probably going to run a safe lane with the Bane. Or maybe they're going to run a tri lane, as we all expect to see. A tri lane with CK and Bane, and have Queen of Pain run the mid and Broodmother run a Suicide lane. But either way, whoever's in the lane with Broodmother, they're going to have a fun time placing those Sentry Wars down. That's all I got to say. Broodmother is really, really annoying to deal with, just as annoying as the CK Wisp, because Broodmother pretty much finds a lane, parks in the lane, pops like 20,000 webs all up and down the lane, and just farms. It doesn't matter if it's 10 minutes to the game, it doesn't matter if it's 70 minutes to the game, she's going to be on that same exact lane, pushing those towers, getting those creep kills, farming that jungle of hers and yours, if she can possibly get that far, of course. Of course, this would be a long stretch of webs if she's trying to do all that. But Broodmother is pretty much that I'm going to stay in this lane and farm everything type of hero, and we will be seeing that on their side. Now, the reason why I say it's slightly greedy, I don't know if I said that, but it's slightly greedy because CK Wooks, they kind of want their farm too, and with Broodmother likely taking the Suicide lane, she's going to be taking all the Dire jungle, or sorry, all the Radiant jungle. I'm putting myself on the wrong side. She's going to be taking all the Radiant jungle, and CK Wisp, maybe if they rotate over there, go for a quick kill or something, relocate in, CK can't necessarily go and farm that per se, but he won't be really looking to farm that because, I mean, if Lifesteal's not taking it, then Broodmother's going to take it. My point being, they're going to need quite a bit of farm to do stuff. CK Wisp, they need farm in the form of levels, of course. Wisp needs that level 6. CK just needs to be doing more damage, so he needs his farm for his armlet, he needs his farm for his Heaven's Halberd if he wants to go for that. Power Treads, definitely, and I don't know, what else? Oh, BKB maybe. Especially versus this lineup, you got Jakiro with the Ice Path, and you also have the Warlock with his Golem, which you can't necessarily stop with the BKB, but I mean, it's still you can still mitigate the damage if you want to put it that way. And Danger Zone Dota actually taking their sweet time figuring out who they want to go for last. They could go for Razor. Razor does really well versus Broodmother, mainly because of his stupid plasma field. Oh my gosh, how many Spiderlings does it kill? Too many. That's how many it kills. They could go for Omni-Knight as well. Omni-Knight, probably not the best choice, but his heal does kill all the Spiderlings. They pretty much want to go for some AoE, and they're actually going to let it time out. And man, they cut that one extremely close, and they got a Necrolite as our last pickup. Necrolite, really cool pickup, because I want to say his Heartstopper's aura does do damage to all the Spiderlings while they're there, so that's some little passive damage. And I think his I think his Death Pulse does hit the spiders even though they're invisible. I'm not too sure. I need to go read up on my Death Pulse. But I do know that Necrolite can get some crazy regen coming from the Spiderlings once he kills them. Like, say they're all surrounding him, he pops a Death Pulse, that's pretty much all the Spiderlings dead if he hasn't maxed quickly. So, we'll see how this pans out. I honestly will say the favorite is in Danger Zone Dota, mainly because of Broodmother pick. Broodmother, she kind of fits inside one little box where she can either build an Orcus type Broodmother or she can build a straight up damage type Broodmother. Either way, it's not as flashy or not as flexible as a CK Wisp could be or as an anti-mage carry pick could be. Broodmother, they're probably going to use her for a pushing power. That's what I'm seeing from this team. And we shall see what they decide to do. Of course, I can make all the speculations in the world, but these guys are, of course, going to say, hey, Caster, you said this, so we're going to go for that. So they're going to go ahead and prove me wrong. So starting off with this game, let me go ahead and bring up the license to deny so you guys can see that. And I'll start off with the introductions on the side of Wait, hold on, not Danger Zone Dota. That's, this is, oh, man, wait, hold on, I should know this. Dream a Dream, there you go. On the side of Dream a Dream on the Dire side, we have Thor on this Queen of Pain. Moving over to this Broodmother, we have Bull's Eye. Oh, wow. We have Blue Sky Eye on that Broodmother. Moving on to the top on the CK Wisp combination, we have Golf on that CK. Running that Wisp or that IO, we have O accent mark on that Wisp. Moving on to this Bane, we have X Fox on that Bane, and that pretty much rounds out the entire introduction on the side of Dream of Dota. Oh, sorry, Dream of Dream. And well, alright, so because, like, yeah, sure, you don't want to stay paused for too terribly long, and 12 minutes is plenty of time for these guys to get back in, of course, but, I mean, we got 3 teams. I'm not going to spend the time to track all the people's time and all that stuff. Anywho, continue introductions, moving on to the side of, Danger Zone Dota, we have Soupy Smoothie on that Warlock. Who loves a Soupy Smoothie? I know I don't. I like a smoothie. Moving on to his lifesteal, we see Moharam on that lifesteal. On his Jakira, we see Gregor on him. And that's on the Visage, we see Gib on that Visage. Moving over to this Necrolite, who I am really impressed, or really excited to see him played. I haven't seen Necrolite play in competitive play in quite a while. Of course, maybe there's some teams that play competitively, and in teams' defenses, I don't necessarily follow the competitive scene as much as I probably should. But we do see 18k on that Necrolite, and that rounds out the entire introductions on the side of the entire map, not just anybody else. Meanwhile, moving over to the lane calls, we see a Suicide Solo Lane Brewmother, like I called before. She's going to stay in lane and farm up all the jungle that she possibly can. She already threw out the spider web to kill a lot of trees, because Brewmother is a lumberjack, and yes, she is happy. Or sorry, yes, she is okay. I totally said that wrong. Moving over to the moving on to the other side, her opponent will be a safe lane Necrolite, and this ought to be a lot of fun had for him, because he's going to have Death Pulse. He already has Sentry Wards ready. Brewmother's Spiderlings are going to be all dead as soon as Necrolite just throws a Death Pulse or two. So that's a lot of regen that he's going to get for free when he gets to playing some of Sadist. Meanwhile, moving on to the mid matchup, we will be seeing that mid Warlock versus a Queen of Pain. I think Queen of Pain should have the upper hand versus Warlock. All Warlock can really do is heal up the damage that Queen of Pain does, but I don't think it will heal up enough. Queen of Pain's Shadow Strike does tick for 30 damage over time for how many seconds? For 3 ticks. So 30 damage for 3 ticks, that is 90 damage versus Warlock's heal, which gives him 15 heal per second, I think, for 9 seconds. So yeah, he'll be able to heal up more. Anywho, moving to this top lane, we have a tri-lane on tri-lane action. Oh yeah, that means a lot of action going to be happening up here. We got the Jakiro, we got the Visage, we got the Lifestealer all in the top lane versus a Bane and a CK Wisp. Of course, why not? Why else not? This is actually a pretty cute combination they can have. They can have Bane Nightmare somebody, CK Reality Rift them in, and then Wisp hit them with the Telestun. This is a number of things they can do. They can also Nightmare one person and then kill the other two. Preferably Nightmare Jakiro and try to kill the other two, because Jakiro's Ice Path will be the biggest things for them to deal with. Meanwhile, we got the support just kind of playing as defensive as possible. With Danger Zone Dota playing an offensive tri-lane, they might want to look to get a few kills here sooner or later. Typically with an aggressive tri-lane, your goal is to try to get as many kills as possible without losing too many on your side. You basically want to stunt the growth of that carry on the other side, and you also want to, like I said, get the kills. So actually, hold on, well, we got Warlock taking a crap ton of damage down bottom. Not Warlock, Necrolite taking a crap ton of damage down bottom. 18k, getting a little bit of free regen coming out from that Spiderling. He already has 2 points out of Death Pulse, 1 point out of Sadist. Sadist will be really good for his regen. And we actually have Necrolite, already have the Sentry Wards placed down here. And Radiant's Courier goes down. Queen of Pain is able to pick that off mid by the looks of it. I can't find the body, but it probably died around here somewhere. So moving on, as far as action is happening on the map, nothing really interesting has happened just yet, except for Necrolite taking a little bit of damage. 18k on him, handling pretty well, just able to evade some damage. Meanwhile, we move up to top. We see these guys getting a little bit antsy. I'm really waiting to see the Reality Rift come out from Gulf on the CK, and we see Queen of Pain taking a little bit of damage coming from Warlock. Warlock's just doing a lot of harassment damage to Thor. Thor's going to back away, eat a tree, and probably take the same amount of damage once again. The bottle's already up on that Queen of Pain, so she can start hoarding the runes all she wants. We got Observer Wards here on both teams' sides, so they will know where the runes are, respectively. And we got Queen of Pain throwing out the Screaming Pain, Warlock throwing out his last word. Once again, a lot of damage getting done to her for free. There's nothing you can do to get rid of the damage except for use a puck phase shift or not get hit with it. But it's slowly but surely willing her down, forcing her to use those bottle charges. She's going to be slightly fine with that, especially considering the fact that the room will be back up in another 30 seconds. Moving on down bottom, we got Blue Sky on that Broodmother, just chasing his Necrolite away. Necrolite saying, hey you pesky Broodmother, I'm going to slap you in the face a few times. So far, this game is very passive on both sides. These guys, no side necessarily wants to go in for a kill or anything. With 18k on that Necrolite being almost level 6, he can actually get ready to be very aggressive because Broodmother is going to go down faster than Kunkka's ship once he hits that level 6. And of course, if he has a mana, but he's actually trying to get some regen coming up from Spiderlings, and they will be donating some regen from him. Probably the most important thing will be the mana regeneration that which is what he really needs. He's trying to get all the regen that he can. He has 2 status stacks on there already. You know, got Queen of Pain picking up a regen rune, best thing for her to have. She's actually almost level 6, so Necrolite doing a really good job keeping up in levels with his mid counterparts. He has Warlock and Queen of Pain already on level 6, and I think Necrolite's a little bit further ahead, mainly because Broodmother's feeding him spiders. Probably not doing it on purpose, but that might be what's happening. We got another Death Pulse getting thrown out. Look at all the damage coming onto the spiders, as well as to that Cardi doesn't take damage, but the Spiderlings did take a lot of damage just from one Death Pulse. Once he starts getting Heartstoppers or in a late game, that's going to do a lot of work on the Spiderlings too, over time, of course.
Top tower is under attack.
Up top, looks like we had a Nightmare thrown on top of Bane. Or Necrolite. Darn that Necrolite. Besides,
bottom tower is under attack.
You know this, I'm chewing gum, that's what it is. I stopped chewing gum so I can stop stuttering over my words. Broodmother's spiderwebs are a little bit out of the way. She has a soul ring up already, so it's pretty cool for her. Nice item progression coming up for her. Warlock, on the other hand, does he have anything special? Yes, he has a bottle, but Queen of Pain has had a regen rune. It was already used. And runes will be back up in another 40 seconds. Courier has respawned, so items can start being delivered. Besides, instantly getting himself something nice to come up to him. Meanwhile, do we have anything going on down bottom? Yes, of course we do. Necrolite, once again, run away from the Spiderlings. The Spiderlings are going to be able to shoot him or hit him a few times, but look at the regen that he's getting from that Sadist. Just for one death pulse, he's actually getting quite a bit of regen. He's starting to build the treads. Probably going to go into building the mech for his team. But the Courier taking a sweet time bringing stuff up there. Bringing Sentries and Observer Wars. They want to make sure they can kill all this free vision that they are dire getting. We got Queen of Pain diving right on top of this Necrolite. Warlock's instantly dropping the ulti. Definitely worth it. He threw the heal on top of himself, threw the ulti down on top of Queen of Pain, and Soupy Smoothly just showing Queen of Pain that he can go blow for blow with the Queen of Pain. He can take the pain, guys. He's a Warlock, of course. Moving on down bottom, we got Necrolite still trying to get a little bit more mana, still trying to get a little bit more regen. He needs a little bit more, there we go. Finally, a little bit more regen for him. We got scratches on the map getting drawn back and forth saying, hey, why you no gank? Or maybe it was somebody else saying something else, I don't really know. Wiss is only level 4, that's one big thing to point out. Queen of Pain TPing up top, they want to go for a kill. On top of Visage, Visage in a lot of trouble. There's a Grave Shield thrown out from that Visage. On top of that Bane is a Tether instantly thrown on top of Bane. CK throws out his Reality Rift right on top of Jakiro. Jakiro going down pretty easy. Easy kills, easy. Queen of Pain able to pick up on that. Thor feeling pretty happy for that. Gonna go ahead and run away back to home. And that puts Wiss how much closer to level 6? Not all that close. We have Gib on that Visage running away from the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain ulti is already on cooldown, but Warlock is going to come around the corner, throw out the heal on top of his ally, and Queen of Pain is now officially on the run. There's a Soul Substitute charge getting thrown on top of Queen of Pain. She actually might go down. She has another blink very soon. It's only 1 point inside the blink, so it takes a while for it to refresh. Meanwhile, Necrolite still hanging on his lane. He has his power charge already built up. Broodmother is starting to go into the jungle, amassing an army of Spiderlings. That is a level 4 spawn Spiderling, so that's not only something to make her more spiders much faster, but it's also a nice little 300 damage nuke. I think it's 300 damage. Yeah, 300 damage nuke, which is 275 after reductions. We got Necrolite might be in a little bit, 275. If I'm not mistaken. Necrolite might be in a little bit of trouble. Broodmother's going to come around the corner, throw out the Spiderlings all around him. Necrolite needs to pop one more Death Pulse to get him away from it, but she's trying to body block as much as she possibly can. Blue Sky doing a really good job of that. Actually, Necrolite might be able to turn around and go for the kill on top of her if he had enough mana for it, but he does not have enough mana for it. Mechanism coming up soon on top of that Necrolite. Blue Sky, as you guys can see, AoE pretty much destroys Broodmother, which is why nobody really likes to pick her up all that often. And Necrolite, perfect candidate to go for that, because not only can he do some nice AoE damage to things that are attacking him, just to a whole bunch of group of things, but he also gets free regen from it, which means that he's deceptively survivable in these situations, especially with 3 points inside of Sadist. Moving on to top, we have Wiss close to level 6, but not just there, or not there just yet. She's actually turning around trying to chase Gib on that Necrolite. Throws down an Observer right for all to see, and I don't think Gib has any Observer or Sentry Wards. Bane is going to go ahead and turn around, kill his Observer on his high ground. Queen of Pain's running around the corner. She was spotted out, Region and popped by her. I think these guys are going to play a little bit more defensively and try to get out while they can. Meanwhile, Broodmother facing the Necrolite, she actually might be going out. If Necrolite had the mana for it, he can actually turn around and throw the ulti. I think it will be enough to actually get killed on top of that Broodmother. But always keep in mind that Broodmother does have max in that, or almost max in that webs. So that means a lot of regen that coming her way. Just because of that, just because of net. Just for standing on her net, she gets a lot of regen. So if you look at the map right now, we can see that there's a Queen of Pain up top. Well, sorry, trying to draw the map. Queen of Pain up top. That's not Queen of Pain. There we go. Queen of Pain up top. These guys want to go for a gank around the corner. They want Bane to throw it. Whoa, stop it. They want Bane to throw a Nightmare. They want after. No, here we go. We got the engagement happening around the corner. We got the beautiful Reality Rift coming out from the CK. There's an ulti falling on top of his face. A lot of people going down. A lot of damage getting done. Jakira will be next. Warlock ulti to fly. Thor about to be going down here very soon. There's a. Oh man, he couldn't get it in time. Queen of Pain moved just barely out of range. Actually, no, she didn't. He did get it off, but Wuss is actually healing up around the corner. CK turns around, throws out a Reality Rift, stuns up the Warlock, and now he's officially on run. Necrolite ulti to fly. Not enough damage. You must construct additional pylons. Exactly what you said, but Bane says no. We require more Vespian gas, and Bane goes down. And there's Queen of Pain saying we need more minerals. Oh god. So many StarCraft references I can make in just a few seconds. Just a few quick seconds. Wuss desperately trying to run away. She's officially level 6, but she doesn't have a point inside her ulti just yet. That is 5 skill points. She hasn't spent it just yet. She hasn't had enough time to think about it. And there we go. She has enough time to think about it. She can go ahead and put that point inside her ulti. Definitely well worth it. She's the only survivor of that entire engagement on her team. And that means that this gank pretty much went horribly. If you want to look at it from a perspective of how many kills did they lose versus how many kills they got a Jakiro, they got a Visage, but they lost a Queen of Pain, they lost a Bane, and it was pretty much a wash. And with them being aggressive in that situation, that means that that gank wasn't necessarily as successful as they wanted to be. Now, always keep in mind though, the kill count is actually extremely close, which is not what you want to have. We got Broodmother surrounding a Necrolite. Necrolite almost has no mana, pops himself a magic wand. Broodmother wants to chase for this Necrolite. Necrolite's actually extremely survivable. Look at the region that he's getting. Holy crap, guys! This is what I was saying. Necrolite with that Sadist is actually deceptively survivable. If you want to look at it from this point, Necrolite TP'd in and he had just enough mana for one Death Pulse. He popped one Death Pulse, killed a few spiders, and he got a lot of regen. And then he popped another got enough regen to actually get himself another Death Pulse. Popped another Death Pulse, killed all the spiderlings, and instantly he's full mana, he's full HP, he's ready to fight. Broodmother, no spiderlings left on top of her. Actually, and we actually have a Queen of Pain rotating around the side. Her Sonic Wave is up right now. So it's, actually, no, it's not up right now. But Necrolite doesn't know. Necrolite trying to run away as fast as he possibly can. Curry's coming through. Curry might be going out here soon. Necrolite turns around, throws the ulti on top of that Broodmother. Not enough damage, but he gets a kill on it anyway. It was a little bit too late. Just the tower needed one more shot before Necrolite ulti flew. And if Necrolite would have got that regen, I think he would have definitely survived that. Queen of Pain was extremely low as well, so Queen of Pain wouldn't have been able to continue to go blow for blow with Necrolite, especially not with the tower aiming at her. Maybe just one TP support coming in, he might have been able to survive that. I'm not too sure, but hindsight's 20/20. There was only a TP on Jakira on Necrolite, and well, he's the one who just died. He actually just bought that. This actually shows you guys the importance of a mechanism on top of somebody like a Necrolite. With Necrolite having all the regen that he has, being able to do all the damage that he can do, and being so fragile, relatively speaking, being so on the surface very fragile, having a mechanism is vital to his survival. If Necrolite would have had a mechanism in that entire engagement, he would have survived. He would have killed the Broodmother. Probably had enough mana to kill the Queen of Pain afterwards, and then he would have had incredible regen. He would have been survived. He would have got 2 kills instead of just 1, and he would not have lost his life. So always things to consider. Mechanism extremely important on top of somebody like Necrolite, who just wants to survive for as long as possible. Mechanism is also useful on supports because they want to survive as long as possible for the same exact reasons. Like if Jakiro, the longer he can stay alive, the more ice pass he can throw out. So a mechanism on him is actually really nice too. Which is why you typically see that becoming a support item, because it just makes people survive longer. I don't know how many times I can say the same thing. Anyway, we got a Visage down bottom with the Necrolite. Necrolite can't really do anything but throw a Death Pulse. We got spiders coming in for Queen of Pain. Scream Pain to fly on top of Necrolite, just barely clipping on one side. But we got CK Wuss relocating in. Warlock ulti. I didn't see him TPing, but he is definitely down here. Those is ulti down. CK in a lot of trouble. Ulti coming off of Necrolite. It will be enough to get the kill. And actually, no. Warlock's able to pick up the kill at the very last second. Warlock will be going down. Necrolite's still trying to fight. He's trying to throw out as many Death Pulses as possible. Here comes a Lifestealer from the middle of nowhere, throwing out the open wounds on top of that Queen of Pain, or on top of that Broodmother. And Queen of Pain actually in a little bit of trouble. She will be able to survive. Nekolite still trying to see if he can find anybody, but there's nobody left here. And if Nekolite had his mechanism, oh boy, people would have survived. Dead people would have or dead things would have progressed on the side of Dream of Dota, and Blue Sky might not have been here to survive. We actually got Morin on that lifesteal. Moram. We actually got Moram on the lifesteal. Just trying to dive a little bit, just trying to see what he can do. He can't really do much. He has a Shadow Strike stuck in his back. He should be fine though. He's actually running away from a Death Pulse. There we go. Death Pulse heal does follow, or does hit him, and Shadow Strike should be getting off him in a few seconds. There we go. It's gone. Meanwhile, on top we have CK finally gets some nice R&R. He's going to free farm versus a Visage, which actually is a little bit more difficult than it seems. But Visage needs to be very careful because just one Reality plus a stun equals a dead Visage, especially when you consider the fact that I don't think anybody has TPs. Warlock's TP should be on cooldown. Nope, it's not off cooldown. Okay, never mind. Don't know what I'm talking about. TP's on everybody, so TP support can come in if CK does decide to get antsy. We actually had a Queen of Pain rotating up top once again, trying to go for the kill on top of the Visage, and they should be able to get this Reality Rift to fly. Stun to fly, there we go, stun is a little bit late, but it still does fly. Queen of Pain throws a Shadow Strike, throws out a Scream, and there's a dead Visage. Dead Visage is dead. Meanwhile, we got Broodmother hanging out down bottom, trying to build that Orc of Malevolence. Wisp is behind her. And you can set up some pretty cute stuns when you just let the Broodmother casually walk into somebody invisible. They won't be able to see the tether, and the tether will get a free stun. Taking a real fast look at the goal graph, you guys can see right here before your eyes that Dream of Dota are ahead, and that's mainly a result of that last fight that we just saw. It's about only a 3k gold difference, which is probably about hero kills and maybe a tower, but no towers have gone out, so that's all hero kills. That's all that is. The XP graph's pretty much the same picture. As I always say about the XP graph is relatively irrelevant because the longer and longer the game goes on, the closer and closer it converges to zero, but it's still a really nice indicator of where everybody is at this current point in time. And as you guys see, Dream of Dota are way ahead as far as XP graph goes at this current stage in the game. Of course, as the game goes on too late, then of course they'll start falling behind the levels. Nekolite's going to hit that vital level 11. Actually, he's already level 11, so more damage for his ulti. He's ready to fight. And we actually have a rotation coming from both sides. We got a smoke game coming around the corner. There's going to be a big, huge team fight coming up for these guys. We got Nekolite, and we got everybody else on the wrong side of the river. Warlock ulti's not up for another 12 seconds, and we got an instant give. Actually, no instant give just yet. Who is this fighting? That's a lifesteal is still fighting. He's manning up. I don't know how Nekolite's still alive. He's actually staying alive because of all the heal coming up from these guys. We got the Visage throwing out his soul assumption charge on top of the Bane. Bane does go down. Sentry getting thrown out by both sides. Warlock ulti misses everything. Actually, no, catches the Wisp. Wisp might be in a lot of trouble. Wisp might be going on last auto attack going to that lifesteal. Meanwhile, we got the fight happening on the backside. Broodmother is still desperately trying to run away. Queen of Pain doing what she can. She has a double kill, and it's really hard to follow when everybody's moving that fast. But dude, Jesus, these guys fought a long, extended engagement, which definitely seems to favor the Dire more. But the Radiant were able to at least get something. They got a Wisp, and they also were able to scare the Broodmother away. But they did, of course, lose more. Queen of Pain being mobile, that helped them out more. And Wisp being able to essentially jump from person to person with her tether helped them a lot in the extended engagement. And also CK's Reality Rift helps him pull people in, but he wasn't even there, so never mind. He's up free farming. And actually, when you take a look at that, when you take a step back from everything, all the action just happened, CK was up top free farming this whole entire time. I did not realize that. But that means his team got 2 kills, his team only lost 1, and he was free farming, so that's a lot of free stuff that he got. Broodmother around the corner trying to run away. She's actually going to TP out very smartly. So the only thing that can stun her right now is a Nekolite ulti, and he doesn't have it just yet. Oh, sorry, as soon as I said it, he has it. He decides to kill the Spiderlings instead, and Nekolite versus Broodmother, fun engagement. That means Nekolite should win every single time. That's a lot of free regen, because his status procs for every unit killed, not necessarily, it doesn't matter how much HP they had, doesn't matter if they were the same copy unit, but we got a relocate coming on top, we got a Jakiro in a lot of trouble, CK was coming in, there's a stun coming out from CK, and the tether stun didn't land, I don't know what just happened, but actually no, it did land, it wasn't long enough. Meanwhile, we got Jakiro just trying to survive, trying to hold on for as long as possible can. Wisp about to be going down, there's a relocate coming out. And these guys were able to survive basically because of that. Wisp almost losing her life in that whole entire thing. And Jakiro being a little bit more survivable than he seemed. I thought he was going to die, but nope, he didn't. He has his boots up, so he'll be able to run away a little bit faster now. Beautiful ice path by him, by the way. And we got Broodmother going to go ahead and start siege this bottom tower. This tower should be down within a few minutes. Nope, we got a response coming out from the Dire. I'm sorry, from Danger Zone Dota. And I thought Lifesteal had a Helmet of Dominator for a second. So I say, what? Armament is fully finished on top of Lifesteal. He's going to have bought to him. The courier is dead right now. And we got pause coming up from Nekolite, which is perfect because that gives me time to go look at things like fantasy points. Oh, yeah. No, I don't want to look at fantasy points. I want to take a look at the items. Jeez, I don't know. I keep forgetting my buttons. As far as the items go, we have Warlock building a straight up Aghanim Scepter. Yeah, sure, you can go for that. I don't have too much of a gripe with Warlock going forward. It gives them 2 golems, and I think it increases the damage and maybe reduces the cooldown. I'm not too sure. Okay, 2 golems, Scepter HP damage / reduction. Wow, what? Really? Huh. I didn't know that. I need to reel up on my golems. See, magic immune units will be stunned. The ability destroys trees in the area. Scepter HP damage / reduction 25%. Scepter bounty reduction 50%. Oh, okay, right. That's the golems. That's what the golems feel. Sorry, I totally thought that was Warlock doing that to the heroes, but it's not. And I actually got a message coming out from somebody, probably the person on the other side. Anywho. So as far as rest items go, we got Mechanism up on Necrolite. He'll probably go straight up Ags right afterwards, and then maybe start building his other items. He actually might be in a little bit of trouble. Bruma's going to come around the corner, showing the spiders already. The spiders already going down. We got Jakiro here to support, and Bruma is still on the web. Centaur placed down. Necrolite still surviving. Look at that Mechanism, able to keep him alive through all of this craziness. Meanwhile, he has his ulti up, so he can't just turn around and just pull the trigger and go for the kill on top of this Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain a little bit of trouble. Ulti to fly from Necrolite, not enough damage. She will be able to blink out just barely. Will she be able to make it out alive is a big question. She's popping those bottle charges, desperately trying to do what she can. Bruma doing a beautiful job of body blocking for her ally, and now we got Lifesteal jumping in, jumping out of a creep. It's not fast enough. Not Brumella. Queen Pain still surviving, just hanging on the edge with their HP. We got the Warlock ulti to fly. We got the CK Wisp relocated in. Gulf about to be going out here soon. A lot of damage getting done up, coming out from that Warlock, also coming out from the Lifestealer who's still fighting. He's trying to play man up Dota. CK will be going out here soon. No, he does go down, and Brumella is still here trying to fight. She's trying to get what she can. If she had enough mana, she might be able to get this kill on top of Warlock, but Warlock is playing deceptively survivable. Brumella ulti popped. No more Sentry Wars left to drop, and Brumella needs to go ahead and start running away from this Warlock golem because I think it still does damage to her. She has her ulti up, so she can get some regen, but she can't necessarily find anything to bite that won't kill her first, and they'll be backing away from this entire engagement. All in all, Dream of Dota lost extremely too much. They used a CK relocate. They used a Wisp relocate. They lost the CK. They lost the Wisp. They lost the Queen of Pain ultimately. Although Queen of Pain was holding on to like the string. Holding on very tightly to her last point of HP, but she did officially lose it. Necrolite ulti was blown. Yes, all the ultis were blown, which is fine in a team fight like that, but the fact that Dream of Dota did lose more definitely is a testament to how what's the word I'm looking for? How not wise of a decision it was. How bad of a decision it was to have them relocate in the CK Woods where they relocated in. Basically, they relocated in right here in the general. Well, I can't draw on the map. Oh, that's stupid. Yep. Okay. I can't draw on the map. Well, you guys can't see what I draw on the map, but you can see it down there. They relocated down that general area, pretty much where the Warlock was right about here, and Warlock just literally threw out his golems and caught CK at least, the most important guy. And CK pretty much couldn't do any more damage for the whole entire duration of the stun, and then everybody else was able to refocus and pick the correct target, which I think should have been Wisp first, but they went for Wisp and CK at the same time. They got one, and they got the other, and the game is going to be going on. GG, no re thrown out, that's for sure. Oh, jeez, there we go. And yes, that's pretty much what happened. Okay, I can draw the map now. There we go. CK was relocated in about this general area, probably more so about there. And then Warlock was literally right here, threw his golems and caught the CK inside of it. Was able to get away from there. Queen of Pain stands a little bit more, or being a little bit more survivable than I thought she was going to be. She definitely held on to her last HP for as long as she possibly could. Probably a testament of her bottle usage. And now we got TPs coming in down bottom. We got 2 TPs coming in. We got almost everybody on the entire map are down bottom, except for, of course, CK and, of course, the Jakiro. Jakiro, he's roaming around, trying to get those wards placed down. We got Brumella around the corner, just farming up some creeps, trying to get a little bit more spiderlings here and there. She does get herself, I think, 5, 6, maybe 7 spiderlings. But Necrolite say, hey, bro, send those spiderlings to me because I want more farm. We got the Visage. He's officially level 6, so his familiars will be able to scout around the high ground around the side. Jakiro in a lot of trouble. He's actually on the wrong side of the river. We got Queen of Pain blinking around the corner, picking out the Invis room. Jakiro Ice Path to fly, but Jakiro's slowed down about 60% right now. He can't really do anything but just stand and die. He does go down too. Blue Sky on that Brumella, able to pick him up with that OP crap spawn spiderling. Meanwhile, we got we got Lifesteal about to be getting surrounded here soon by this Brumella. Brumella silenced up a creep instead of the Lifestealer. They're pretty hilarious, but that does give that does let the whole entire rating side know that the Brumella does have her thing up. Anyway, Queen of Pain able to dodge damage. I think she dodged damage because of Nightmare. I'm not too sure what just happened. But anyway, Bane does get his ulti off on top of Nikolai. Nikolai loses all his mana. Not too much going on, really. Meanwhile, we got the Warlock. I don't see who died. I don't know if I caught it, but somebody died here. Queen of Pain died, Bane died. There we go. And Lifesteal jumped in and out of a creep. I'm not too sure what that was for. Maybe he was trying to dodge a few bullets of damage. Brumo, Spiderling still trying to chase that lifesteal. Lifesteal are going to be able to survive because of armor toggle. Meanwhile, CK is still up top farming. I think he should just pop his reality and just go ahead and kill his tower as fast as he possibly can and then just run away. It's called reality? No, Phantasm.
Radiant's
Same
top
thing.
tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
Radiant structures are fortified. They force a fortify out. We got a Warlock TPing up top, so Soupy Smoothie wants to go ahead and defend and also get a little bit more farm. His Aghanim Scepter will be up in a whole entire 900 gold, and then he'll be probably happy with his item choice. Meanwhile, mid, what do we see? We see the creep wave still pushing. This mid tower on the side of the Radiant side is gone, and the Radiant have lost more towers than the Dire. One big thing to point out while we look at this gold graph, as you guys see on the gold graph, the Dire are up by about 5k gold, which is 4k if you want to just add up the numbers in both farm and hero kills. And farm is what I think they've been having the most of. CK has been solo farming for quite a bit of time. Brewmother hasn't really necessarily left for a lane, and she's been farming either the jungle or the lane. Meanwhile, we have the rotations coming out from Visage and Jakiro, just trying to make sure they can play damage control. And we had Necrolite actually spending not as much time farming as I thought he was going to spend, but he really does need his Aghanim Scepter. Just like not only for the extra damage on stuff, but also for the ability to force them to not be able to buy back. I guess that's what I was looking for. But he should be able to buy the point booster whenever he wants, and then he can go ahead and get the other 3 pieces later. We have these guys are Danger Zone Dota want to go ahead and take this middle tower, and meanwhile we have Brewmother up top, Blue Sky just being as annoying as possible, parking herself in that top lane, pushing as hard as she possibly can, sending the Spiderlings to go do her dirty work. We got pings coming on the map, and this will honestly not be the best of trades. We got Necrolite with the Haitian though, so he'll actually be able to throw out the Death Pulse and run away on the backside. He's gonna take a little bit more damage, and Brewmother's Orchid 11s will be on cooldown. All the Spiderlings are dead, just like that. 2 Death Pulses all it took, and Brewmother is officially shut down. Meanwhile, the middle tower did go down. Necrolite is the perfect person to send. That Haitian was all he really needed. And who do we have? We have in the jungle Bane and company just running amok all up in this jungle. Observer ward over here, Sentry ward over there, just a D ward. Very nice, very aggressive wards. They'll be able to see who's over there. Of course, we prefer to see it over there, but that's a little bit more predictable. Meanwhile, we got Thor on that Queen of Pain getting caught up with that open wounds. Now we got Golf in a lot of trouble. He's actually taking quite a bit of damage. He's trying to toggle on him as best as possibly can, but that besides, Medallion Courage actually doing quite a bit of work. Waller ulted to fly. CK, I don't think he'll be able to make out of this, especially not with that reality. He realizes and dies, loses his life. Queen of Pain going to be going down. Necrolite going to be able to pick up the kill on top of that. And now we got a lot of more damage getting done around the corner. Who's this taking all this damage? No, it's Lifesteal. Never mind. Lifesteal is still taking quite a bit of damage. I want to say it was from the Orchid Burn, but I'm not too sure well. Oh, never mind. Armlet, of course. Talk to his armor. We got TPs coming on top. We got the Ice Pack coming up from Shakiro. Meanwhile, we got a TP coming around the backside from this. Visage is going to try to do what he can, but actually, all he's going to really do is show up and die. Spiderlings will be chasing him as much as they possibly can. A lot of damage getting done by that mana burn, or by the Orchid Burn, but it's not enough. Visage should be survivable. He should be able to survive. But that was really close. He cut it extremely close. Brewmother probably could have stayed and killed him, but it would have been a little bit risky. Meanwhile, Maelstrom is up on Lifesteal. These guys are building as perfectly as I could imagine that they will build. Necrolite is really good at countering those Spiderlings, naturally, yes, because of that Death Pulse. But Lifesteal with the Maelstrom, that's going to make him really, really good versus those Spiderlings. That means that he can not only deal with Spiderlings, but Necrolite can, and it's so many people to deal with it. You have Jakiro with his Dual Breath plus his Ice Path, and if you want to count it, Macro Pirate 2 and Liquid Fire. Pretty much everything he does can deal with those spiders. We have Visage. Yeah, nothing really to deal with those spiders. But when you have a Lifesteal and you also have a Necrolite there to deal with the spiders, you don't really need too much. And you also have Jakiro too. Don't forget that one. Moving on to the side of Dreamer Dota, as far as what they have the CK Wisp. That is still a deadly combination. As far as how it's been working out, it hasn't been working out the best. I'll say that much. CK has 4 kills. He's died 3 times. He's only been involved in 6 or 7 kills. Wisp, on the other hand, has been involved in 9 kills, so you kind of want CK to have all the kills that Wisp has been involved in. These guys are looking to relocate somewhere. They don't know where to relocate at, but they probably will be relocated somewhere in this general area, and if they do, they'll be dying promptly. So we got Queen of Pain coming around the backside, throwing her Screaming Pain, and there's a CK Woods relocating around the backside. They want to go for the kill on top of the sides. They will be able to get the kill on top of that. Golf feeling pretty happy with that. Actually, Blue Sky is going to be able to pick up the kill. Jakiro throwing his macro fire. Queen of Pain actually standing right inside of it. She actually might be going down. She does go down at the end of after all is said and done. So Thor is going to be going down. Woods relocates out. Not the best thing in the world, but it doesn't matter. CK was there, and the damage was still there to follow up. You know, we got 18k on that Necrolite. She's going to turn around, try to kill the CK. CK will be going out to the ulti coming out from Necrolite. No Aghanim Scepter. He's going to be going for a Sheep Stick instead. Decent item charge, really good adjustment, but I guess I'm just impartial to an Aghanim Scepter on Necrolite. But the Sheep Stick would be a little bit more useful at this current point in time because it will give him that extra disable for somebody like a Broodmother, for someone like a Queen of Pain, for someone like a CK, and just allow him to actually kill them and not have them run away. His ulti, it has a cooldown, it has a long cooldown, and you can only use it on one person. But if you give Necrolite a Sheep Stick, then he can use a Sheep Stick on CK. He can throw his ulti on Queen of Pain, make sure she can't go anywhere, and he can throw Death Pulses for all, and just get all the regen in the world. By golly, guys, I think Danger Zone Dota are going to be taking this game late, which is not going to be good. Typically, you see Broodmother played as more like the mid game. I push your tower and kill you before you're able to get your big items. But if you look at the lineup of Danger Zone Dota, Visage, he scales really well into the late game, mainly because his Grave Chill does go for percentage, and his Familiar is always useful with their stun. Jakiro, he scales relatively well, I guess, in the late game, because Ice Path will always be useful. Necrolite, everything he does scales well into the late game. I guess with the slight exception of the Death Pulse, but it's still damage, it still heals people. Heartstopper's Aura really good in late game. Ulti really good in late game for disabling somebody if you can't kill him. Lifestealer, of course, he's a carry, so he scales good into late game. And Necrolite ulti always useful in the late game. Even Upheaval is really good in the late game. So a lot of people who scale really well in the late game. If you look at the Dream of Dota, Queen of Pain, she scales decently well in the lane game, I guess, if you start building right-click items for her. But she just finished herself with Orchid Malevolence, which was actually about, I guess, to be picky, 7 minutes late. Bane, on the other hand, Bane, he scales decently well, I guess. He can throw his ultimate people. The main person I'm looking at who doesn't scale all that well would be the Broodmother, because it's hard for her to get to the point where she's just unstoppable. Because everybody can just build Magic Immunity and then boom, Spawn Spiraling doesn't do any damage to them. Or people can just have a Necrolite and a Lifesteal to just kill all the spiders before they are actually able to do anything. So, Broodmother going to be the weakest link on the side of Dream of Dota. And it's going to be very interesting to see how these guys do decide to play it out. They're going to send the Broodmother to do her job, which will be split push. They're going to send the Spiderlings in and probably try to take his tier 3, but it's going to be a lot of damage getting done to it. So we need to see some rotations coming out from Danger Zone Dota already. Otherwise, they're going to lose their tier 3 tower for no apparent reason. TP coming in instantly from Warlock. Warlock looks like he's going to be trying to throw his Death Pulse. He will throw a Death Pulse. That's a lot of damage getting done to Spiderlings. Broodmother trying to get the Orcus before it goes, but it's not fast enough. Necrolite knew what was up. 18k, picking up all that regen, instantly healed himself up. 42 HP regen just from killing spiders, guys. 42 HP regen, that's about on par with the heart. That's ridiculous. Anyway, we got a relocate coming in base. These guys are being really aggressive. This is a really aggressive relocate in. TP's coming in all around. Broodmother, these guys want to go for it. 18k, will he be going down? Yes, he will be going down. Jakiro's here, throwing his Ice Path, throwing his Macro Fire. BKB popped by Broodmother. Blue Sky is going to be able to get the kill on top of Jakiro as well. Very, very worthwhile. Got like double kill for that Broodmother, but she's actually going to be a little bit of trouble. Medallion and Curse thrown on top of her already. A lot of damage getting done by towers. Broodmother, will you be able to make it alive is a big question. I don't really know. We got the wraparound gang coming around the side, but she gets away with murder. Holy crap. And here's a Wisp and a CK around the backside. Just to show up, just to make sure Broodmother made it alive. And wow, I honestly thought that was a big mistake coming out from Dream of Dota, but they definitely proved me wrong. They were able to get the kill on top of that Necrolite, and they also got a kill on top of Jakiro. And Lifesteal went down somewhere. Lifesteal went down over here too. I didn't see who killed him. I honestly didn't know Lifesteal was going to be going down. Yeah, Lifesteal went down to the Queen of Pain, so she was able to get the Sonic Wave plus the Screaming Pain and possibly help from Bane with maybe a Brain Sap. I don't know. But his ulti's off cooldown, so it wasn't with that. Helmet of Dominance up on CK, and instantly, just like that, Dream of Dota once again retake their hold on the game. It was starting to come back up towards Danger Zone Dota, or sorry, Danger Zone Dota. But Dream of Dota are just, able to hold on. They still have the CK, which is still a scary thing. But I honestly think this game does go really ultra late. The Broodmother is not going to do much for him. She was able to definitely help on that engagement, I won't say that much, but I think that was more so a result of Danger Zone Dota not necessarily responding as fast as they possibly could have. This bottom tower is about to be going down. Necrolite TP and then throws out a Death Pulse, and now is the time to push. Blue Sky on that Broodmother is going to be able to split push for these guys. CK Woods can split push if they really want to, so there's a lot of split push potential, which I didn't take into account. But But I do think these guys do need a gem. Necrolite will be a perfect carry for a gem. It's very difficult to kill a Necrolite, even though he did just die recently. But a lot of resources got dealt towards that. You had a Broodmother with the Orchids plus her ulti plus her spawn spiders. You had a CK was relocating in, and you also had the stun coming off of CK, which is not that big of a resource, but still a resource nonetheless. So a lot had to be dedicated to kill that Necrolite. But I still do think Necrolite would be a really, really good carrier for the gem for his team. He's desperately trying to build that Sheepstick. It's almost up. I think Sheepstick disables invisibility too, so he'll be able to find the Broodmother no matter where she hides. Oh, I can't do that. Forgot not playing. Whoops. But there you go. Sheepstick, all he's waiting for is this Mystic Staff, which he's about 1,200 gold away from. Broodmother's, on the other hand, is starting to build herself a Chrysalis, so she's going for straight up damage. Typically you see Broodmothers go for... Actually, honestly, I don't know what late game Broodmothers go for. I was going to say a MKB. Maybe an MKB, but I guess she wants more damage, so she goes for the Chrysalis instead. So she's gonna be going for the Daedalus instead. Meanwhile, Spiderlings just casually walking into the Roshan pit, and we got familiar on familiar wars. The Spiderlings from Broodmother still trying to do as much damage as possible to these familiars, and the familiars will be getting all the kills in the world on top of Spiderlings. The Spiderlings will be timing out. Here's a Wisp tethering to a Bane, and there's a familiar taking the stun and walking away casually. Wisp is going to be able to pick up the last hit on top of that. 100 gold for her. 100 points to Gryffindor. And as far as the rest of the item progression goes, we heard the Medallion of Courage already on top of Visage. He's building a Vladimir's Offering, which I think is extremely good item to have for your lifestealer. Just to give him more lifesteal. Why the freak not? Meanwhile, we have Queen of Pain. She has her Orchids from 11. She's starting to work on her Aghanim Scepter. We might see a refresher come out here if this game does go that late. Moving on to the Bane. Bane's trying to build a 4-staff. We have Wisp trying to build a mechanism for her team. That's extremely lame mechanism, but she does have the Earn the Shadows, which has been supplementing her HP regen for quite some time. Moving over to the CK, he hasn't really transitioned much. He's trying to build himself a BKB, which is definitely necessary versus all the CC you have from Danger Zone Dota, specifically the Necrolite ulti. It'll just mitigate all the damage, and the Ice Paths, of course. The Ice Paths are really annoying in these team fights, and it's really good to be able to just ignore them completely. Hyperstone picked up by Lifestealer. He's going to be building the full entire package on that Mjolnir. And I'm still surprised we don't see a gem yet on the side of Danger Zone Dota. They know where Broodmother is. They know that Broodmother's going to come down here and try to push this tower, and she's actually going to go for it. The Spiderling's trying to do as much damage as possible. Visage stuns come out, and these tower will be surviving with just barely enough HP to survive the next creep wave. Meanwhile, Broodmother popped her ulti for no apparent reason. Spawn Spiderling's getting thrown on top of the Lifestealer. He doesn't really care. He's going to go back around the corner, punch a few creeps in the face, and get a lot of HP back. So really, we're starting to hit that point of armistice on both sides, where neither side wants to really push in or push out. Dream of Dota, this is definitely their game to lose right now. If they lose the next team fight, if CK Wisp relocate in the wrong spot, if Broodmother gets picked off too early, if Queen of Pain is not able to get her stuff off, then they will lose the next team fight, and Danger Zone Dota will capitalize by taking possibly 3 towers. They have the tier 1 tower on the top lane. They have the tier 2 tower mid that they could possibly take, because they can push that pretty fast. And, I mean, things can go wrong pretty fast. So Dream of Dota doing the very necessary thing of playing it patiently, trying to make sure they have the right items, trying to make sure they have the right positioning, and then they want to go for the kills afterwards. And then they want to attack at the optimal time. There, that's what I'm saying. CK is still trying to build his item. I think he's going for straight up Satanic, which would be cool, or maybe he's finishing BKB, which would be even cooler. We got Broodmother just being as relentless as possible. Spiderling's about to be able to kill this tower. No. Denied. It went from 86 HP to 47 HP, and the whole entire Danger Zone Dota are officially in turtle mode. The only person who's moving out of base right now is that Lifestealer, because everybody else is afraid of a CK Wisp gank, and they know if they rotate out a little bit too far, then they'll be going down. And honestly, Lifestealer should be a little bit afraid of a CK Wisp gank as well, because if Queen of Pain can get a silence on top of Lifestealer, CK Wisp can relocate in, get the stun on top of Lifestealer, and Lifestealer will be dead in the water, unless his team can rotate fast enough. Refresh Orb coming up on top of that Warlock. And what's the CK has? CK has his BKB. He's ready to fight. He wants to go kill stuff. Mana and HP coming to CK. And we got pings coming around the corner saying, hey, is somebody here farming our ancients? And look at that stack. Oh my god, a lot of XP coming towards Bane, a lot of gold getting dealt towards that Brood Mother. And there's a Daedalus up for her. She's having the Curry bring her Daedalus to her, and they'll probably fight right at that. They actually want to go Roche instead. You see the pings. Thank you guys for throwing the pings, but they're going to go straight from here, make a beeline right over there, because the Radiant right now are blind. Danger Zone Dota are definitely in the danger zone, and the only person who has wards right now is probably somebody who can't necessarily move out of base, and that's, of course, the Jakiro. Vladimir's offering purchase up on top of Visage, which is very nice. It gives his familiars that extra ore, that extra HP regen, and it also helps his allies out, specifically the Lifestealer, with his Lifesteal, I guess. AC almost done on top of Lifesteal. I think he's about 1,700 gold away from that. Might be a little bit more than that, not too sure. We'll check very soon. 550 for that, and we have how much for the recipe? 1,300, so I was close. Oh man, hold on, big team fight happening down bottom. Nope, never mind. I just heard the Orchids. I thought it was a big team fight about to happen, but Daedalus is up on that Brood Mother, so she's ready to fight. BKB is up on CK, and actually they're going for Roshan first. CK will be picking up that Aegis, and he'll probably be trying to relocate in. With that Wisp, he goes straight up for a fight. This tower will be going out here soon. Brood Mother's going to be able to finish off with the Spiderlings one way or another. It's going to be going down. Spiderlings, oh my gosh, they're not able to kill it. Are you kidding? 15 HP left on this. Wow. 15 HP left on this tower. The ultimate defense coming out from Danger Zone Dota. The Spiderlings are not able to push in fast enough. And now we got Brood Mother coming in. She wants to go for the kill on top of Visage. We got this relocate coming in from CK. It was beautifully timed stun coming out from that Warlock. And oh my gosh, look at all that damage. Wisp is instantly gone. Where is CK is a big question. I think she left CK behind, but she does go down. And Brood Mother is on the run. And now we got everybody else on the other side trying to run around. Brood Mother, actually, no, it's really cool. Really nice little Dota coming out from these guys. They sent the Wisp to go suicide, so they forced out the CK ulti, or the Warlock ulti. Now we got CK just ravaging on top of everything. Brood Mother's coming around the corner trying to do the same. CK is trying to go for the kill on top of his Necrolite. Necrolite might be able to survive. No, he doesn't survive. He throws out a Death Pulse, not able to do enough damage, and that's pretty much a team wipe. Everybody except for Warlock is dead. And Warlock, he did what he was supposed to do. He threw out his ulti. And that was all he needed to do. And that was a really, really, really nice bait coming out from Dream of Dota, and they're going to be able to take this tower finally. They've besieged it for quite a long time, but they were able to finally take it. But really cool plays coming up, and then we got, is that a buyback? That was a buyback coming from Necrolite. Necrolite might be going down here soon. CK doesn't care if he goes down, because he has Aegis. He has a lot of HP, toggling the armor like a boss, and he does finally go down. Necrolite trying to stay alive. He's going to be able to stay alive. His ulti's up in a few seconds. CK is going to reality him, man. Will it be fast enough? The stun's coming out. The stun's coming out from Necrolite. They need one Warlock, and there's ulti coming out from Necrolite here soon. No, he doesn't. He goes down to Shadow Strike or Queen of Pain right before he's able to cast it. CK able to get away scotch-free. All he lost is an Aegis, and he gets healed up from that Wisp. So wow. But all in all, no Rax has gone down yet. No damage has gone to either Rax. These guys are focusing on hero kills that say, hey, screw tower kills and Raxes. We want hero kills, and they definitely got that. The score right now is 20-26. As you guys see, Danger Zone Dota are really fighting this one as long as they possibly can. They're holding on as hard as they possibly can. But you see the goal graph is slowly but surely spiraling out of control in the favor of Dream of Dota, mainly because CK. Who's CK? Hold on, CK. Who's playing CK? Golf on that CK has been able to get free farm. He's been farming up. I don't know what his net worth is, but we'll check very soon. And Necrolite, he actually has a lot of last hits, but a lot of those are Spiderlings. A lot of those are Spiderlings. I want to see net worth. Bruma is actually worth the most on the map, mainly because she's been parking herself in that lane and pushing like a boss. She's actually in the jungle right now, farming some more Spiderlings. Bliss is here hanging out with her, collecting XP. Why not? Jakiro, he's the one who's at the lower echelon of that whole entire gold graph, as expected, because he hasn't been farming for quite a while. Pretty much 3 people from the whole entire Danger Zone Dota side haven't been farming. What I think they need to do is, I honestly think they need to go smoke gank and see if they can catch somebody out. But that's an extremely risky thing to do, because 1, you don't necessarily know where Brood Mother is. Whenever you see a web, you have to be very cautious. And 2, CK Wisp can relocate in, or Wisp plus somebody can relocate in whenever they want. So it's just that mind game. Like right now, Danger Zone Dota are playing extremely blind, and that is really hurting them right now.
Top tower is under attack.
And like I said before, I think Necrolite bought back and then he died again, so his buyback's on cooldown for now. He could have saved that buyback. I don't think they would have lost anymore, because everyone's backing away anyway, but he plays it anyway. Visage Familiar is just to, scout out things. I saw the Jungle in Central place. Beautiful beautiful ice path coming out from Jakiro, just catching Spiderlings. There's ulti come from Queen of Pain. She has her Aghanim Scepter up. Yes, she does, so it's not that long to wait for the ulti to come back up. It should be back up within the next team fight. Now we got TP coming from Bruma. She's TPing on top. So surprisingly, no boots of travel just yet. Looks like she's going to be going for, I don't know, maybe MKB, maybe a butterfly, but Booster Child would be really nice on the Broodmother right now. That means she can split push all she wants, but really, really, Danger Zone Dota, all they're doing is turtling. They're trying to wait for the perfect moment to catch everybody and kill everybody, and then push as hard as they possibly can. That's what they want to do. Necrolite ulted, Warlock ulted to fly from the side, super smoothly, doing a really good job. Instantly, Wuss is gone down. Ulti coming up from Necrolite, right on top of CK. Make sure he can't move anywhere. CK not taking too much damage. Pops the BKB. He mans up. Pops the Phantasm. He actually might be going out here soon. Trying to toggle his arm as much as possible can. Beautiful ulti. Beautiful initiation coming up for super smoothly. Just saying, hey, we know you're rotating. We're going to go kill you guys. And that was a free kill for them. Meanwhile, Broodmother might be next on the menu. No gym just yet on anybody. Actually, no, we do have a gym. Somebody has detection. I'm not too sure where they have it, but there's somewhere on somebody. And Broodmother's running as fast as she possibly can. Let's go and see where the gym is. The gym is, in fact, on Warlock. And he almost has a refresher. He should have a refresher right now. He has a refresher, guys. Uh-oh. Warlock has a refresher. Explicit word just got real. Double golems plus double ulti equals 4 golems, and that's a lot of damage. That's also a lot of reduced gold. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. We have the we have the sheepstick purchased up by Necrolite. He might want to be going for Aghanim Scepter now, but I mean, one thing at a time, guys. One thing at a time. We got top tower finally going down. That was the outer tower going to be going down. Meanwhile, we have Broodmother pushes mid lane as fast as possible can. We got 2 TPs coming in, 3 TPs coming in, 4 TPs actually came in. These guys want to defend. They don't want to lose this tower for nothing, and that's very smart so because they can't really do anything as if they want to continue pushing that top. There's no way they're going to be continuing pushing that, especially not with CK Wuss back up. So the big question is, who is going to make the next mistake? Warlock was able to capitalize on the fact that the whole entire Dream and Dota side were rotating very close to the base. He got his ulti off in that giant, nice AoE. That was a perfect timing on that too, because everybody was pretty much clumped up in that general area, and everybody got caught right about there. Warlock ulti to fly, and then everybody else on the side of Radiant side said charge, and they all charged through. Got a kill on top of everything, and oh man, that was so sexy. I wish I had that level of thinking in Dota, but I sadly don't. But with this refresher orb up on Warlock, that's like, what, 3 seconds worth of stun, if I'm not mistaken. So, a lot of seconds worth of stun. Yeah, no, 2 seconds. We got a relocate coming up from Wuss. He's going to go ahead and bring the CK back with her, and these guys are going to be ready for the next fight. CK doesn't have any big items. Actually, does. He's building towards a Satanic. I honestly think he needs a Heart, but Satanic is nice too. Heart gives him a little bit more damage, and it helps us to lose it out a little bit, but Reaver does that as well, so you don't have to push it, I guess. Oh, Tether did fell, so this guys, that will be delaying his push by a little bit. Queen of Pain ulted to fly, just kill the creeps as much as you possibly can, and push these guys back a little bit. So many heals coming out from the side of Danger Zone Dota. They had an Urn of Shadows heal, they had a Necrolite Death Pulse, and they also had an Urn of Shadows. Meanwhile, we got the Necrolite ulti to fly. We got the Warlock ulti to fly. Beautiful chaining his ultis. Caught pretty much everybody, and that's a Broodmother instantly gone. I don't think she has buyback right now. She does have buyback, so she buys back instantly. X-Fox on this Bane, desperately trying to run away. That Heartstopper's aura is still doing damage, but it's not enough. Meanwhile, these guys change focus. Wuss is in a lot of trouble. Wuss might be going down. Pops the mechanism, but it doesn't matter. She goes down too. Gib on that Necrolite. I'm sorry, on that Warlock. Jeez, I keep trying to call everybody Necrolite. Or Warlock. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. All Danger Zone Dota is looking for is to catch one mispositioned person on the side of Dream and Dota, and as soon as they do that, they'll throw a stun, and then everybody from Dream and Dota will start rotating towards that point, and they'll get another stun with that double ulti coming off from Necrolite, and oh my gosh, it couldn't have worked out any perfectly, instantly, just like that, guys. This game is instantly shooting right back to even. You can see the gold graph is probably showing a more even picture, probably taking another few seconds with this mid tower about to be going down, and you also have the XP graph showing that it's pretty much even right now. 5k difference in XP, that's pretty much a lot of creep kills. It'll be changing pretty soon, especially with this increase in gold these guys will be getting, this increase in space to farm. They can farm up pretty much this entire jungle while they back away, which I think is what they will be doing. Nope, we got TP coming back already, coming up from the lifesteal. We got TP coming up from that Warlock. He's going to TP away. Queen of Pain sees she can find somebody. She will be finding herself a wild Necrolite. Necrolite getting put to Nightmare. He will be going down. He's going to go and sacrifice his life, pops himself a mechanism, and he goes down. Queen of Pain able to finish him off. Instantly buys back. I don't think that was necessary at all. I think he could have just been fine with just waiting it out. It's only about, what, 72 seconds, I think? Or 70-ish seconds for his life to come back up. He could have just saved it. I think his team would have been in a hold without him. But then again, his Death Pulse has been doing quite a bit of work on his spawn Spiderlings from Broodmother. So let's see, what other big items are up that I totally missed? Necronomicon coming up on the sides, more familiars, more fun. Brumella's built himself a butterfly. CK hasn't finished his Satanic just yet, but that's mainly because he died last time. And there we go, Satanic finished. Perfect timing. Well done, CK. Well done. Bane still trying to build that 4-staff. That pesky 4-staff. He's like 400 gold away from it. And we got a fight happening around the front side a little bit. We got the Ice Path getting thrown on. Somebody's going down already. Quickly Pain goes down already. Bane ulti to fly on top of. I didn't see who flew on top of it, but it doesn't matter. He's dead right now. Mako probably flying. Jakiro trying to get his Ice Path on top of CK, but CK, BKB's doing a little bit too much work. Necklace's still alive. Oh my gosh, a Sheep Stick probably came out from him. Yes, a Sheep Stick did come out from him, but I don't know who it came on. We got CK Wisp, not Wisp. We got Brumella Wisp trying to do what they can. Familiars from Visage, and also the right click damage coming on top of Brumella. And oh my gosh, everybody's dead right now. That was not worth it. That was not worth it at all. Whatever Dream of Dota wanted to do, it just instantly got wiped off the map. So much CC coming up from Danger Zone Dota, and literally, if you enter the base, you're in the Danger Zone while you're playing Dota. So they're living up to their name. I'll say that much. One of the things that I always pick up on, the reason why Danger Zone Dota can actually do this, like total that hard and just come back that easily with these big team fights, is mainly because of Warlock. Warlock's team fight potential. You have the team fight potential coming out from Necrolite, or from Jakiro, Gregor on that Jakiro. You have the team fight potential coming out from 18k on that Necrolite, and you just have so much team fight from these guys. You have also you have Visage as well with his team fight potential. So talking about each one individually, Warlock, his ulti, his upheaval, his fatal bonds. I mean, if you can get a fatal bonds plus a double ulti on his golems, and he can catch all 5 people inside of Dream of Dota, that's a lot of damage they're gonna feel. They're gonna feel the ulti twice, not just twice. They're gonna feel the ulti 4 times over just from getting one fatal bond on top of them and a double ulti. And it's so much damage that they're going to feel, and they're pretty much going to melt. And if not just that, they're going to get stunned up like crazy. Move on to Jakiro. Jakiro has Ice Path. That's super painful. Necrolite, he has his passive Heartstopper's Aura, which, I mean, yeah, sure, it doesn't do all that much when a team fight is on the last 10 seconds, but that is extra damage that he's got to fill in for no reason. Queen of Pain ulted to fly. Looks like she's going to be killing the Necronomicon thing, but it didn't. Necrolite in a lot of trouble. Necrolite might be going in here soon. We got the ulti coming out from Warlock once again. I didn't realize this was back up off cooldown, but the double ulti flies once again. Necrolite ulti to fly. It will be getting the kill on top of something. No, it didn't get the kill, so no reason for him, but it doesn't matter. These guys are pushing in. Danger Zone Dota just from the middle of nowhere, exploding right into the base of these guys. It just shows you guys the power of all these combinations. I didn't realize they waited that long. But that's essentially a team wipe. These guys are going to go ahead and push the win. GG should be getting called out pretty soon. This Ancient is not going to be standing all that long. And like I stated before too, if this game does go to ultra late game or just long in general, then Danger Zone Dota are just going to destroy everything. So CulBlu called it. I'm happy. I'm satisfied. And so ends the game of Dota. Dream of Dota going to be knocked out in this tournament. GG well played is getting thrown out. GG well played thrown out. Good luck in the finals. Yes, good indeed. Good luck in the finals. This is a very exciting game. That was crazy. And yes, okay, so my name is CulBlu. I'm also the admin for the Sunday Evening Cup series, and I totally forgot to do my duties. The team who these guys will be playing next, the winners of this team, so Danger Zone Dota, there was like, hey, what's going on? Because like I said, we only had 3 teams, so it's only 2 matches, well, two stages. And they were kind of like, hey, is the match over? Guys, what's going on? Hello? And they're just like in the chat, just trying to figure out what's going on. So I totally ignored them this whole time. So sorry, Avanti's, or sorry, I think it's Avanti's Angels. Is it them? Yeah, sorry, Avanti's Angels. I totally neglected you guys, but we'll be tending to you guys very soon because you guys will be playing the final, which will be the next game we'll see right after this one. I hope you guys enjoy the cast. I'll see you guys whenever.